We often hear from the pro-choice side that an unborn child is not a human. Well, that is unscientific nonsense. No doctor or scientist, no matter how pro-choice they are, will tell you that when a woman is pregnant, she may or may not be pregnant with a human. Never in all of history has a woman ever been pregnant with anything except a human being. Any member of the Homo sapiens species from the point of conception to the point of death is a human being. And even after death, they're still a human being. It does not make sense to arbitrarily assign humanity to someone whenever we see fit. Again, that is emotional, that is illogical, that is unscientific hogwash. Every adult living today was once a human zygote. It is just an early stage of development unless you are willing to say that a newborn is less human than a toddler simply because the newborn isn't as developed as the toddler, which of course would be illogical. There is no reason for you to say that a newborn is more human than a zygote. Same thing if you said that a 25-year-old is more human than a 17-year-old because their frontal lobe is more developed, or they're more human than that doesn't make any sense. Now, what pro-choice people really mean, what they actually mean when they say that a fetus is not a human is that a fetus is not a person. Human is a scientific term that cannot be refuted. Person is a philosophical term that ascribes value and in America guarantees you basic rights. That is why abortion legislation, whether it's New York's pro-abortion legislation or Georgia or Alabama's anti-abortion legislation, defines a person, not a human, because any sane person knows what a human being is from the point of conception, but a person. New York defines a person as a human being outside the womb. Georgia defines a person as a human being with a heartbeat, which typically starts at 6 weeks gestation. Now, states do have a right to define personhood. So the question we should ask ourselves, when does a human being become a person and why? Well, here's the plain truth. I don't know any other way logically to think about this. Defining a human as a person any point after conception is arbitrary and therefore doesn't make any sense and therefore is immoral. So if you say that a human zygote isn't a person, okay, why? When does a zygote turn into a person? When they have a heartbeat? Okay, well, why does a heartbeat define personhood? The zygote is still alive if the woman hasn't miscarried. Like we've already noted, we all start out as zygotes. So why logically does a zygote magically become a person when they have a beating heart? And who says that? You? Do you say that?